This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, it's... Our scoreless game, well, it may not stay that way much longer as this defense is out there needing a stop on first and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. This offense looking for 6 points. They are in the red zone as we'll get back into it here. First and 10 at the 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, Jackson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The numbers from last week for Hilton. 5 catches, 74 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first, but he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point. We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39! Green, 39!
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
319! 319!
That was second down run for Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Here's Rosen to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Here we go. 319!
And they'll throw it with Rosen. That's caught at the 2. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter.
Leopard!
On third down, it's Patterson, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. They'll go with a keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play,
So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 50. And they'll go on the ground. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
56. Lucky 56.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cody Ealy able to get in there and drop him behind the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. On third down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think the Browns got it. They did. Brief break in the action here. More from Cleveland after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Jackson. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Jackson on second down. Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this happen. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's first and 10.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a very difficult task.
On third down, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter?
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain there on the play, and that's going to... This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones in there to drop him for a loss of 10. So this offense, they've made their way into the red zone now. They've got it a couple yards inside the 20 at the 18, 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Cordero Patterson. This defense now desperate to protect their 3-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. He's back to throw. Caught right side. It's Snead. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And that is incomplete. incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens... The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here's Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Baltimore, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.